Good morning. Today's book is My Box and String. It was written by Betty Woods and copyrighted in 1963. Now, at the beginning of this book, I want to say there's a lot of selfishness, but if you listen till the end of the book, it gets better. I made a thing with a box and string. It took me most of the day. This thing you see was just for me, a place for me to play. When it was done, then, oh, what fun to have it for my own. I got inside where I could hide. How nice to be alone. What did I see? It seemed to be 2 legs and something square. It was a boy. I have a toy, he said, to put in there. Well, I'm in here. Don't you come near, I said. But look, said he, it's much more fun for 2 than 1 to play. Now, just you see. Oh, no. No, you don't, I said. You won't put that toy in this thing. I did not do this work for you. This is my box and string. Well, I can't make you play. I'll take my toy, he said, and go. And that will be okay with me. And then I said, uh-oh. Quack, quack. What luck. It was a duck with bigger feet than legs. She said to me, how nice, I see, a place to lay my eggs. Oh no, not that, I said. Duck sat down and looked at me. If you will let me in, you'll get an egg each day, said she. But it won't do, I said, for you to be in here each day. This thing is mine. For me it's fine, but you'd be in the way. Away you go, I said, and so Duck said goodbye to me. But what was that? It was up at the top. What could it be? A flip, a flop, up at the top. A nose and ears and eyes. In came Dog's head. Not bad, Dog said. I'll try it on for size. It does seem small, he said, but all dog houses seem that way. Dog, you have got to go. It's not a house for you, I say. Why not, said he. I said, you see, this is my box and string. For a dog like you... I'm having trouble reading. Do you ever have trouble reading? It would not do for a dog like you to live in such a thing. Okay, if that is the way you feel, then out I go. Dog said goodbye, and then in did fly a bird that said hello. Say, this is fine. And is it mine? He sat down for a rest. It seems to be too big for me, but it's a nice big nest. A nest for you, but you are too small to live in this thing. It's not a nest for you, my pest. This is my box and string. Boy, he's selfish. I think there would be room for a little birdie like that. I see it is, Bird said, and his eyes looked this way and that. And oh, said Bird, and with that word he went, and in came Cat. Hello, said Cat, as she looked at the book. Hello, said Cat, as she looked at the box and string and me. This thing is just the place I must have for my family. Your family, I said. But see here, Cat, that will not do. A place this small will not hold all your family and you. Cat would not go. She said, "Oh no, this thing will do just fine." "It will not do," I said, "for you. This box and string is mine." So out went Cat, and that was that. At last they all were gone. But oh dear me, it would not be for long if this went on. "Now I must stay in here all day," I said, "for if I go, someone will get inside and let the others in, I know." "Hello in there." I looked up where a girl looked in at me. "This seems okay. My doll can stay in this dollhouse," said she. "Dollhouse," said I. Oh why, do you say such a thing? This place you see was made for me. This is my box and string. Just go away and let me play alone. Just let me be. What can you do with no one to play with you?" said she. "What can I do?" I said. "If you will take your doll and go, why, I can be, let me see, I'll play, why, I don't know." What could I play alone all day inside my box and string? And why, I said, and shook my head, did I make such a thing? The girl said, "Well, just let me tell you what I think you've done. You've made this thing, this box and string, and that was what was fun." And that was so. I said, I know what I will do. I will get out and let you in and let your doll in too. Now you can stay here and play. This is your box and string. Now I have made one. Now oh, what fun to make another thing." "Thank you, oh my," she said, and I ran home and looked about. I found some things, boxes and strings, and soon I had them out. And there was so much to do, oh, such a busy day was that. But when I was done, then what fun! Here, boy, duck, dog, bird, cat. I have made 5 more things, and see, I've made them all for you. Here is one, boy, to hold your toy. It's yours. Now, will it do? Duck, you may lay an egg each day in yours. The big one is for dog. It's his dog house. How will that be? I did my best to make you a nest for bird. Do you see? And for you, cat, I've made one that will hold your family. See how the cat has its baby? He or she is carrying the baby in. Thank you, oh thank you, they said. And do you know what I did then? I made some more. Soon there were 4, and soon I had made 10. And all these things, these boxes and strings, were mine to give away. Oh, if you could come here, I would make one for you today. I loved that book. That's one of the first books I had when I was a kid. I believe my brother read it to me. So I have had a lot of fun with boxes throughout my entire life, not even just when I was a kid. You can make a house, a box house, out of a cup. Or maybe it could be a box garage. And And my taxi could live in there. You could take a box like this and fold up the top to a point. And take your markers. You can cut in doors and windows that open like shutters. And take your markers and draw the windows and draw the shingles and the siding. And maybe my little elf that needs to be put away because it's spring can live inside of this house. So maybe today with your blunt scissors, you can find a few cardboard items around the house that you don't need, and you can make yourself some little box houses for your little creatures. If you happen to have some bigger houses, bigger houses, I'm silly. If you happen to have some bigger boxes, this book has an example of the kinds of things that you can do with a bigger box. You can see up here that they used toilet tubes for the top of the chimney and a box with a notch cut out to lay on top of the roof. They've colored their house with paper, and they've made shutters. They've made a flower box and flowers made out of egg cartons. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to hold it really, really close. They have made a rain spout with toilet tubes. Let's see inside. Yeah, you can see the rain spouts here. Don't use up all your parents' tape. You can paint the house, you can crayon on the house, and you can use markers. I like to use markers to make the black outlines, and then use paint or crayons to color inside of the lines. It might take you all day to build the house, but just like the boy in the book, the fun was building the house. And then after you build your house, maybe you can take a blanket inside. You can set up a little, it can be your place to go if you just need a rest. You can also build a box house out on your porch and get some fresh air today. Or each child can have their own box house. Or some people can be the delivery people, like this is another box used as a milk delivery. And here is a letter slot in the door with a box to catch the letters underneath. Looks like there's a garbage collector, and they tied that to the back of the boy's tricycle there. Let's see. All sorts of things. They've made little beds for their stuffed animals and dolls, a washing machine, a sink and stove out of boxes. This table is just a cereal box on its side. I don't know if you can see that, with some plastic bottles for legs. And there's a bookshelf. And look, now they've made a whole village with a store. Oh, my kids used to love to play store with empty boxes. And the great thing is when you're all done, or if it gets left outside and it gets rained on, you just put it in the recycle bin and make another one. So, one word of caution is for cutting out the doors and the windows, you may need an adult to help you. To cut those areas will be easier for them with sharper scissors. So do ask for help. And don't just take any box. You should ask your parents if there are some boxes that you can have. All right. I hope that you have a very fun day making box houses. Aunt Becky or your neighbor has had a very good time with you today. Bye.